Did you just copy what I was wearing?
No, it's black. It's slimming, isn't it?
That's why, yeah, you can't even tell I'm 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, black is such an amazing colour that who would know?
Who would know?
I can't even
I am,
see
by
the baby.
way, I'm not just fat. So, welcome to our channel if you've not been here before. We are JK and Charlie. We should press it the other way around, shouldn't we? We're a married couple. If you enjoy this video and you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. What we're going to do is a Q&A, which I always feel a little bit awkward. But we got tagged in a video by the lovely Lauren Hampshire here on YouTube, and it was an Ask Me Anything video. We're not quite doing that. We've kind of gone down the Q&A asking people for questions route, but it's a similar sort of thing. Yeah. Also, we've had a lot of questions from other YouTubers, so what I'll do, I will link every other YouTuber that we mention in the description bar below.
You're
so
doing
you can
all these,
share
aren't
the
you?
love. I'll do it all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so hot.
The windows are open.
It's a humid day, isn't it?
What is it? Bin Man Day? Just to pre-warn you, there might be some bin men kicking around outside.
This question is from Assis. This is for you, Jay. What are you most excited about having a girl? Because we're having a baby girl.
The fact that it's a girl, that's exciting. Slightly controversial. One thing I'm not looking forward to is that girls talk more and girls are harder to work, apparently. What
does that mean?
Every single parent I've spoken to have said
Harder to work?
they're just a little bit more complicated.
That's so sexist.
No, but that's what I've heard.
You boys are just simple then.
That's good.
Aziz also says, loving your podcast, guys. Will you be doing more? Yes, we are doing them weekly. It's called Married and Tied on iTunes plug.
And Stitcher.
On Stitcher and Podbean. And also, any questions we don't get through today, we're going to answer on the podcast. So I'll link that below as well. Lisa has asked me, how are you going to get your post-baby body back? Will you work hard from the off to snap back, or are you more what will be will be? I'm too lazy to work hard from the off, and I've had a baby before. The first few months of having a baby are all about feeding and getting in a routine and just coping and surviving. So that won't be on my mind at all. Last time I was really lucky. I dropped the weight through breastfeeding. Might not happen this time. I do want to get back to exercising because I've been very lazy in this pregnancy. I've lost all my muscle tone, but I'm not going to put any pressure on myself.
Well said, Charlotte. Well said.
Yeah. From Bella, who would you both most like to go out to dinner with individually? I'd like to go out to dinner with Sir David Attenborough. That's what Bella says. Well, you've interviewed...
I've met David Attenborough.
Yeah, you haven't been out for dinner with him.
No, I haven't. But one of our friends works with Sir David Attenborough.
Yeah.
And everything you could imagine about him is absolutely true. He's like, he would be like the ideal granddad.
I would love to go out for dinner with Michelle Obama. I think she is a really cool lady, and I would love to get her a little bit drunk and find out what it's really like being a first lady, being married to the most powerful man in the world, sometimes the most hated man in the world. And also she had like an amazing career before she became first lady, and you have to sacrifice so much in that position. Oh my god, and she's just cool, isn't she? She's beautiful, she's stylish, she's a mum. Oh, Michelle, be my friend.
Only because I've interviewed him once and he was amazing. Hugh Jackman, because he's just the loveliest man, and you know you'd have a great night out with him. And also Bruno Mars, because again, he's a really, really nice chap, and I'm taller than him.
That's important to you, isn't it? The lovely Emily Norris has asked me, sorry,
Damn you, Emily Norris, and your blooming mops and stuff like that.
If you haven't, Emily is a YouTube legend.
No, don't watch her channel. Don't.
Her channel
because
is
you'll buy stuff
amazing.
you don't need, cleaning
You
stuff.
do need. The mop is brilliant. Anyway, I'll link Emily below. What are your strengths and weaknesses as a mother? My strengths are the amount of love. I love bomb our son. It's just in our house. There's so much love, isn't there? It's kisses, cuddles.
Too much sometimes. You can never have too much love.
Kisses, cuddles. You know, I will always love my children so passionately from my heart. They will never, ever, I hope, never feel unloved. My weaknesses, I'm really crap at crafts and I don't like doing them, and I hated them as a child. I still hate them as an adult. I have to steel myself when Noah says, can we do painting or can we do Play-Doh? I'm like, oh my God.
Am I allowed to add to this?
But I do it. No, it's about me as a mother.
Oh, I just going to put in short temper.
Move on.
That was all.
I think I'm going to give birth. Short temper?
No.
You're so rude.
You're hearing things.
Right, this is quite a serious question to both of us from Rhiannon. Do you have concerns about the impact of filming your children, such as their right to privacy? Do you feel that as a community, YouTube should consider children who are filmed, particularly those who are vlogged daily, to be protected by the same laws as working children? It's a really difficult one, and it's one we have discussed a lot. It's one, I don't think it's something that we believe now, and that will always be our belief. It's like a work in progress, putting your children on the internet. Fundamentally, I believe that most parents I know put their children on the internet in some form, whether that's pictures on Facebook.
Yep.
And those parents can say, oh yes, but I would never vlog them and put them on YouTube. What's the difference really? You know, you have a friends list on Facebook. Anyone can sort of get to you through friends of friends. Also, our children are growing up in a very different time to what we grew up in. We're very mindful of what we put up, aren't we?
It's like anything. Have a filter.
Yeah.
You have a filter, your own filter as a family, and you don't deviate from that filter. You know, and that filter could be whether or not you show your children's bedroom, whether you show them in the bath within reason. You have a filter.
Whether you discuss how your child is going through puberty. I've seen that recently. I personally wouldn't do that.
No.
But yeah, as for YouTube and working, I think that's too complicated to go into now. But all I'll say is, if we ever make money out of doing this, which we don't make a huge amount, but when we do, you know, so much of that money goes into like a trust fund for Noah and just helps our family income so he has a roof over his head. So yeah, I'm happy with what we're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you know, when he's older, if he says to us, Mum and Dad, I'm not happy with this, that's it.
His choice.
Lucy Jessica Carter, how are you feeling about becoming a mum of two? Mixed feelings, excited and terrified, really. I know two's not a lot. My mum had 5 kids, your mum had 7. But yeah, just if I'm really honest, nervous about stuff like how I'm going to do bath time by myself with 2 kids, how I'm going to stretch myself. I think all the usual things, the mum guilt, am I going to give Noah enough time, blah, blah, blah. But ultimately, very excited.
I'll just deal with it when it comes.
That's how he deals with life.
Well, no, I will. I'll tell you how. Let baby girl arrive. We'll experience it for a couple of months. Then I'll tell you how it is. I've got a feeling, once again, we'll be very tired. You know.
Wow. Actually, there's a few questions about that coming up.
Wow.
Tiger Lily Quinn, Fritha, do you think you'll do anything in the early baby days different to the first time round?
Lots of stuff.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah. Well, we'll start the proper bedtime routine from the beginning.
No, I mean, the thing is, in the beginning,
they're
too young to take on a routine.
No, let me finish. For instance, so...
We did, and I did the routine from very young.
We might play music a bit more. We might have lavender burning in the background more. We might go for the red light earlier on, which you didn't go for.
You're panicking
before.
about lack of sleep, aren't you?
Lack of sleep. It's all I'm worried about. Everything else I can deal with.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do differently from the word go is breastfeed in public and not feel ashamed or embarrassed or scared. I'm just going to get the boobies out. Lou George says, how is Noah getting on in his bed? Any top tips? He transitioned so well from his cot to his bed. I don't know what we did. I don't think we did anything.
Got him a train bed.
I think it was just him.
That helped.
Yeah, like a novelty bed. We sort of got him excited about his new duvet covers. I think getting them excited is the key.
But it's his domain as well.
Yeah.
That's his territory. It's his bed. He feels safe in it. He feels comfortable.
SJ, will Jason be getting you a push present? And what do you think of them? Good reminder.
Did I get you a push present last time? Oh, I did. Oh.
I don't wear any of it, though.
What did I get you?
You got me a Michael Kors bracelet, which Noah broke, and Michael Kors earrings, which I probably wouldn't wear.
Oh, right. So probably not, because the present won't be accepted very well.
Oh, no, it was accepted really well. I wore the earrings for ages, but I guess fashion's changed. So
Thing
I
is,
did wear them.
When it comes to... Thank you for asking that question. Or maybe... No, maybe not. But hey...
Sorry, I keep yawning.
What would you prefer then, when it comes to a push present? Do you want jewellery?
Botox.
What?
I want Botox as a push present, but you can't have it when you're breastfeeding.
Botox, because you can remember that from years to come, can't you?
I will.
It's
will never forget the Botox.
Botox only lasts 6 months.
Well, you can get it for me every 6 months.
No, because you're not pushing one out every 6 months.
Your 2 children have aged me.
So what do you want then for a push present?
I don't know. Actually, I saw Mrs. Meldrum had a really nice necklace.
Damn you, Mrs. Meldrum.
That was sent to her when Poppy was born. She just had her 3rd baby, Poppy. and it's like a little. You've got me stuff like this before, but it's like a little gold thing, and it's got each of her daughter's initials on. I think that's really nice.
Okay.
Get looking on the interweb, Jason. Get looking. Katie Ellison, what job would you love to do if you weren't doing what you're doing now? Jay?
I like my friend Katie's job that I mentioned earlier. Running around the countryside looking at butterflies with Sir David Attenborough. Honestly, what an amazing job! And she's like she's in Dover, she's in Cornwall, she's around the most stunning countryside and
yeah, but she's
and
also
beaches
doing PR,
and coasts.
like press. Would you know how to? I guess you would.
I would like to do something with
Animals.
nature and animals.
So I'd love to present some TV, but aside from that, I'm actually looking at training to be a hypnotherapist and a life coach. So some quite different things. So I would love to do that as well. I'm trying to be quick. Katie, what's next for you career-wise, Charlie? Do you still miss you in the mornings with James Hemming? Oh, that's nice. Will you go back to radio? Would you do radio with Jay? So lots of radio things. I do miss it. I think it's changed since I was there. I don't think I would like it as much now. I do miss being on the radio with James, but I don't think it will ever happen again, really, because I guess you don't go backwards, do you? Would I go on the radio with Jay? Yes, but Jay has a radio partner, so it's not going to happen. But, never say never. You never know what's going to happen in the future,
Absolutely.
do you? Yeah. Katie, who's better at getting Noah to sleep?
I'd say that's genuinely. I would say that's even. And if I thought it was me, I would say that. I'm not saying it just to save the peace.
You're better at the moment because he likes his back to be rubbed. But to be honest, he settles himself to sleep. We don't have to do a lot. We're very lucky now. But some nights he asks to have his back rubbed, and I physically can't do it.
You can't lean over, can you?
I can't lean over the bed. So I'd say you at the moment. Kathy, what kind of birth partner is Jay? Good one.
I am a good one. You just heard it. A good one.
Jay was a very good birth partner. To be honest, my birth, I've kind of blocked out the good bits and only remember the bad bits. So
I had to keep the water temperature at a certain temperature.
That was Jay's job. I did tell you to shut up at one point because you were gossiping with the midwives about being on the radio.
Having babies takes a while. You've got to, you've got to fill the silence with something.
I'd say Jay's a slightly nervous birth partner because he doesn't know what I want him to do and he's worried I'm going to shout at him.
No, you're getting shouts at me because if whatever I do, I'll get it wrong. I think I had to rub your back last time actually as well.
Well, don't say it like that. That's your job.
I'm just good at rubbing backs by the sides of it.
If I have to squeeze a baby out of my vagina, you can rub my back. Channel Mum have asked us a question.
Ooh.
What are you most looking forward to eating after the birth? This isn't for you.
Why?
This is for me.
Do I not get to eat after the birth?
No. I am looking forward to having a McDonald's milkshake because you're not supposed to have them in pregnancy, and I have been fantasising about them for 9 months.
Can we get a move on because my right leg is going dead.
Am I getting Monica hair from Friends? Because I'm just so hot and
we have been here for like 4 years now.
No, we haven't. I've only got like 3 more.
The flowers have died.
I've got 2. The flowers are dead. I've got 2 more. Stop doing that.
Charlotte
Taylor. Charlotte's asked loads. I've just picked one. What did you want to be when you were little? I wanted to be Lois Lane from Superman. I wanted to be a reporter for the Daily Planet, and I didn't get to be a reporter for the Daily Planet or get with Superman, but I did go on to be a journalist, so part of it came true.
I wanted to be an agricultural mechanic like my dad, and my dad told me that I shouldn't because it's too much hard work, so I went on the radio.
It's not nearly as much hard work.
He was right.
You get to sit down.
He doesn't know much, my dad, but he was right about that.
Bless him. Lucy Roberts, what would be your absolute dream holiday with and without kids? With kids, we want to go to Disney, don't we, in Florida?
Yeah.
Without, so if we went somewhere together, I mean, I want to go around the whole entire world. But this sounds boring. We went to Ibiza earlier this year with our son Noah. What are you doing with your feet?
I've got pins and needles.
Seriously. I would love to go back to Ibiza with just you and do more of an adult Ibiza.
See, I thought you would have wanted to go to and see the Northern Lights.
Oh, no, I want to do that as well. Oh. But, I think because I loved Ibiza so much, but we had a toddler in tow, I want to go back and I want you to take me to, because I didn't do it when I was younger, I want you to take me to, the clubs that you DJ'd in, and I want to go drinking, and I want to go to a health spa, and just all the indulgent adult stuff that you can't do with kids.
I want to go to Canada and see killer whales in the wild. And I want to do that train in Canada that goes through like the wilderness.
Oh yeah.
I want to do
that.
that.
That does look amazing.
I want to, see it all. And maybe I'd like to see maybe an Indian safari or a Russian safari so I can see a tiger in the wild. That's another one.
I'll get you. Well, I'm not taking toddlers to that.
Well, we're just
yeah.
going.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to it next year.
Maybe not.
See you there. Right, I think the rest of the questions we're going to do on our podcast, Married and Tired with JK and Charlie on iTunes. Or the other ones.
Podbean, Stitcher, and there'll be others soon.
Married and Tired with JK and Charlie.
I feel like it could be an awkward episode. It's a dating episode.
Talking about your past is always a bit awkward.
We went to a bar, we had something to eat, we got drunk, and things may have happened.
I don't want to know.
Nikki Hodgson, who is a dating expert, what's the best way to determine if someone is a player?
People that are guarded about their home or their work, that's to be suspicious of.
There was a guy who found out I liked hummus
Right.
and then just wanted to base everything around hummus.
Well, that's just weird.
They wanted to take me to a hummus restaurant and then try to get me back to his house with
What, and eat hummus in bed? Massage you with hummus?
No!
The caramelised onion one, that would have stank.
Oh,
How many people have you slept with?
excuse me. I'm not saying.
Why not? I reckon you've slept with...
Don't say numbers. I have no idea how many people you slept with. And
I don't either, so you're okay.
The Married and Tired Podcast with JK and Charlie.
I hope we've not bored you too much.
Can we finish now?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's been lovely chatting to you. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you. It's been lovely chatting to you.
When do we ask people questions?
What?
Well, when can we ask people questions? Who else is doing a Q&A?
Oh, people always. I'm always doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie's doing it on our behalf.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you for watching.